Okay, so stayed last night in the Columbia Hotel. Very nice place. Good for hikers. Right in the middle of downtown. See here, it's right in the business district. It's kind of above all these shops. So the hotel truck broke down or something. It had to be serviced, so we arranged a $10 shuttle. Got us back up to the trailhead. Dropped 6 of us off. Headed north. Okay, well, good afternoon. Day 115 here. Yeah, it's been a kind of a jumble of a day. My original plan was to go into Ashland and take a zero today, do all the town chores and make plans around the fire and all that, and just relax a little bit. It's been like 31 days since I've had a 0 day, so I've just been hustling. The more I researched, no one has good plans. I mean, a couple people have friends or family that are going to drive them around the fire closure. I live a little bit far away for that. Some people are just going up there and they're going to figure it out when they get there and just hitchhike, but that sounds dangerous to me just because there's going to be a ton of hikers doing that, and there aren't going to be that many people because people are getting evacuated because of fires and that, so I don't like that plan. I did find a campground host that their partner is doing a shuttle around the fires, but they only do it Monday or Thursday through Monday. They don't do it Tuesday or Wednesday. And if I took a zero today and left tomorrow, I probably wouldn't get there until Monday afternoon, Monday night at my normal pace. I mean, and I just don't want to kill myself for 4 days trying to do 30-mile days when, that's hard for me. So I decided to cut my 0 day out, just get an early start. It started a day earlier, so I should get there Sunday night, and hopefully I can catch a ride with this guy. But they live, they stay at the campground. They don't have any cell service there, so you can't call them or email them, or they just said you got to stop by. They don't take reservations or anything like that. So hopefully they're still doing it in 4 days or 5 days. Hopefully I can get there by Sunday and get a ride around the fires with this person, and we'll see. But I figured that gave me the best chance. At least I got a plan. It might go awry, but at least I got something. So that meant I had to hustle and get everything done today. There were 2 shuttles. One was at 10 a.m. One was at 3. It's just a couple that own the hotel. They just opened it up, and they had to take their truck into service because normally they provide shuttles throughout the day. So they hired this other guy to shuttle us up. So I had the choice of 10 a.m. or 3. If I did 3, I'd only get a handful of miles in, and it'd still have to hustle the next 4 days. Here I can get in there right in 10. It's now 11 o'clock, so I can get probably 15 miles in, maybe 20. But even 10 or 15 will make the next 4 days just easy. So I got enough food for 5 days, so now I can just go at a decent pace and not feel rushed or I lost my 0 day, but at least the next 4 to 5 days on the trail will be I got options, and I can go long and fast, or I can go short and if the terrain dictates that. So I figured that was the better solution. Didn't get all my I wanted to take some video of the hotel because it's a real cute, real stylish hotel. Just they had a lot of local artists and artwork in there. All the rooms were just had original artwork in there. All the hallways had artwork. Just real cool little hotel. It was just full of hikers. So it was mostly bunk rooms, but even like the bathrooms were done just in this real cool kind of music vibe. But it ran out of time to take some video inside the hotel. There were a few other little things I wanted to do, but didn't get a chance to. I did what I could. I'm about ready to head up and do the next 100 miles. It was smoky as we were driving up here. You could see a lot of smoke, so that's not good. But it changes every day depending on the wind direction. It's not like you're choking on it, but you can just see it off in the distance. So air quality is not good. It's probably going to get worse, but we'll do what we can. And if it gets too bad, then I'll just get off the trail somewhere and hitchhike. But we'll do the best we can. Anyway, we'll see you down the trail. Wow, look at those new shoes. Snazzy. These things are bright. But they probably won't stay that way for long. They're going to be full of dirt here probably in a couple miles. So. And I think I'm good until Washington with shoes. So we'll see you down the trail. Air quality not so great. Get some of the smoke from the fires north of here or south of here. You know, they're both north and south, but maybe you can see. So you got views of Shasta up here in Oregon. You can still see Shasta all the way up here, poking through the smoke. And then continue around. Local rock formation. I think that's Pilot Knob right there. So that's a little afternoon panorama. Starting to heat up, but at least there's a breeze. So the breeze keeps it cool while it's blowing. Well, at least keeps it less hot. We'll say that. All right, see you down the trail. It's 5:30. Arrived at the campsite, and yeah, per the comments, it's a little lumpy. There's a lot of, I don't know, gopher holes or whatever, and not real flat, but it'll work. And the comments said that. There were some real nice spots back by the spring that I got water on. This is a dry camp, so I had to fill up at a spring a couple miles back, bring about 2.5 liters of water with me to get me through the night and to the next water source tomorrow. But you know, it was still early. It was like 4:45 at that point, and I wanted to get a few more miles in. So I'm still glad I did it. Overall, I did 13.2 miles, I think. So set myself up good for getting to Crater Lake. I think I got about 90 miles left and 4 days to do it. So that's only 22, 23 miles per day. And I'm happy to do that rather than having to push, you know, 25 miles every day. Okay, close out for day 115. Overall, good day. I was a little bit rushed in the morning just because I changed my plans and had to get out of town, or, you know, catch a shuttle to get back on the trail. So I didn't quite get everything done that I wanted. There were just some little stuff. I checked some stuff on the internet. You know, I was gonna trim my mustache a little bit. You know, I've been growing this this crazy beard since I think Big Bear was the last time I shaved, and Idaho was the last time I got a haircut. So, you know, embracing the hiker trash paradigm, I just gonna let it go and see where it goes. So I don't trim it or shape it or anything, but I do, you know, trim a little bit of the mustache here. Or it grows in front of my mouth and that, and it just that's just a mess. So you know, and then around the ears, I got trimmed just a little bit here because it's getting so bushy. My glasses keep falling off, especially when it's hot and I'm sweating and that. So, you know, I like to do that in the town. It was real good when I was hiking with Dr. Tom, because he carried a little beard trimmer, or a little trimmer for his head and his beard and that. So he'd let me borrow that. But you know, we've been separated here for a little bit, so now I just got my Swiss Army knife, which is kind of a pain. Sometimes I can borrow a pair of scissors or something in town. Anyway, didn't get to do that. There were a handful of things I didn't get a chance to do. Didn't get to eat a real good meal in town. The Columbia Hotel, you know, was real nice. They had, you know, they had like a continental breakfast. They had coffee, which I don't drink, but they had you know, muffins and apples and bananas and some bars and that. So, you know, that was nice. But it's not the big you know, 3-egg omelet that I'm used to scarfing down in town. Yeah, I stopped at a water stop and I was talking with another girl. I think it's a Moonburn, and she's going, "Yeah, I'm really lethargic today." Yeah, I think that's what happens. You know, when you don't hit the trail till like 10:30. You know, I don't know. I get my best hiking done, you know, right in the morning when it's nice and cool and I got fresh legs. I can just go. Coming out of town, you know, we didn't hit the trail till 10:30. Didn't get a real good sleep last night. I'm still doing a bunch of research, and that's like 11, maybe quarter after 11. And then, you know, with the other people in our room, they were getting up, or they, you know, 2 of them came in after that, and then they were getting up in the middle of the night, and that, you know, I slept from like maybe 11:30 to 7, but you know, kept getting woken up and that. So Not real good sleep. I missed my 0, starting at 10, so I was just a little lethargic myself. But I did a little over 13 miles, took 6.5 hours. Contrast that to the day before, did almost 15 miles in less than 3 hours. I'm sorry, less than 5 hours. So big difference there. It's good to be back on the trail, get back in the routine of things. It's like 7 o'clock now, so I'm gonna go in my tent and lay down, start getting some rest. And we'll continue on tomorrow. Got about 90 miles to Crater Lake. So that's like, 22, 23 a day. Should be there Sunday and plenty of time. Sandra got my package in the mail, so I should have resupply waiting when I get there. So everything should be good. We'll see you down the trail. Good morning. Day 116, and it's about 20 after 6. Hitting the trail. Good night last night. Got down to like 61 degrees. Nice little camp spot. Got about 5 miles to water. We'll be passing a couple resorts. We'll have to see what time it is. Each one is like a mile or 2 off trail. So I don't know if I want to get off trail to grab a burger or not. We'll see what happens as the day unfolds. Try and do maybe 23-ish miles, give or take. So I don't know if I want to add to that to grab a burger or not. I got enough food. Other than that, should just be hiking. We'll see on down the trail. Hey buddy, how you doing? Okay, was gonna get water here. I could, but next source is only 4.1 miles away, so I'll probably just go up to the next source. That way I don't have to dip down below the surface here to get this water. But it's doable if I needed it. See you down the trail. A little morning panorama. Doesn't smell real smoky, but yeah, you can tell. Look at all that haze out there. There's one person wearing a mask. Like I said, it doesn't smell real smoky, but it's out there. We'll keep an eye on it. I've got a couple masks in my pack if I need it, but I think it's okay for now. Here's another view of what should be a nice panorama, but yeah, smoke's getting pretty heavy here. Hopefully the wind shifts and clears it up. Still quite a ways away from the fires. Probably, I don't know, 80, 90 miles away, but all depends on which way the wind's blowing. See how it goes later on in the day. End of day 116. Today ended up all right. It would start off pretty smoky. I mean, real smoky when you got to, out of the trees and started looking across a couple of vistas. Yeah, it was all smoke. As the morning went on, it just seemed to get worse and worse. I started seeing 3 or 4 people hiking in masks. I could tell there was still a lot of smoke. My eyes were starting to water a little bit or get irritated. I was just thinking about pulling out my mask, but then, went up and over a ridgeline and there got noticeably better. Probably around a little bit before lunch, probably around 11 o'clock, the air was quite a bit better. It was a little bit hard to tell. I mean, it seemed better, but we were in trees pretty much the rest of the day. So we didn't have any, big, long vistas that we could look out across and see just, how far you could see. But the sky was blue and the eyes weren't watering, the air smelled fine. So I never did put on my mask, but I saw a few other people wearing theirs. Not sure if it was just, getting over the ridge, just one valley, or if the wind shifted or what. but it's something to look out for because we're headed north, right into the fire closure. So I'm expecting the next 3 days we'll be getting closer and closer. One person said that the prevailing winds here tend to go north, so not sure how accurate that is or not, but hopefully that's good, at least until we hit Crater Lake and then jump 100 miles north. Then there'll be a problem, but that's another day's problem. Did I think 23, just over 23 miles. Got a nice little campsite by the spring. So I guess that's about it. We'll check in with you tomorrow.